Hello and welcome to this Studio Brutal video on how to make a lo-fi house beat like the one you can hear right now playing. Basically, I made this video to give away a free rack as well. I'll talk you through the rack in a second, but I'll just run through all the other elements. This is the free rack. I'll run through everything it does. It's totally free. I could be giving it away in a second, but yeah, I'll just run through the other elements real quick because they're fairly easy to do, but there's a few things you have to do to get right. So yeah, basically everything, I'll start with just the drums. Everything should be distorted loads and then low passed, and the reason you do that is then distortion adds a ton of harshness in the high end like that, and you basically want a really distorted warm sound, but you want to take the harshness off with a filter. This is all the drums are running through this group, and then you can like really crank the distortion, but it doesn't sound too harsh. And if you get it just right, you don't cut off too much of the drums, but you cut off the harshness, and you still get a really nasty distortion. Now that is a big characteristic of the sound. Everything is shuffled as well. Where's the groove setting? Yeah, I've got this one on. So I've got 40% swing. This is a swing. It comes with Ableton, the swing, the 16th note, 70 MPC from the MPC sampler. I'll set it at 40%, and everything is shuffled, distorted, and low passed. Get rid of that. So yeah, and standard kick sounds. It's just a 909 normal kick. That is low pass to the group and in the sampler. So everything is distorted. It's distorted in the sampler, this kick, and it's just a fairly simple 909 kick, but distorted, low passed, and then distorted and low passed in the group as well. Same goes for the hat. It's got tons of distortion on there. You can add more, and just take it down if you wanted. You basically got to go back and tweak all these once you set the beat up, but so they all sound good together. But yeah, it's basically distortion, low pass filtering. The snare's really snappy from a tight filter envelope. You can see it's just a small amount of the snare is coming through a real tight decay. Then it's distorted and obviously low passed. Tons of reverb as well, long reverb. And rides are pretty good as well, because when you low pass them, they're quite high sound, but the low pass doesn't cut them out. And they're quite a big signature sound. The 707 rides are quite good. Everyone uses the 909, but I quite like the 707. And then I've added this as well in the background, which is just I've recorded some firecrackle just off YouTube. Like looked for a video of a fire, recorded it into here, and then I've pitched it down, I think, a bit, and then I've looped it, and you can hear that and you can barely hear it. If I turn it up, you can hear it, and it's just in the background of the beat to create like I don't know, like a vinyl sort of off crackle. And then all those drum sounds are then distorted together, and they're shuffled loads, and yeah, that's the drums. They're really simple. You just want a house beat, rolling samples, but everything crushed hard, distorted hard, and then low pass, you get rid of the harshness. And then I set up this bass, which is just an operator patch, basically a really low operator patch. It's shuffled again. I don't know if you can hear that. You probably can't unless you've got good headphones on. It's really low, but you want a good low end, and it's clean. I don't like to distort the low end too much. It's just going under the drums. It's really clean. And then I'll just talk you through the vocals before I get onto the pads. These are just samples from Motown records. I just googled Motown acapellas, and they're both from this dude, Jimmy Ruffin, What Becomes of the Broken Hearted. You probably know the tune. And then I've just got a couple of I'm treating them more as like percussion, just little snippets, short snippets, with a ton of delay and reverb, and again obviously filtered right down. That's like one hit, and that's another one, both from the same acapella. They're compressed as well. They're side chained to the kick. That's a key thing of the sound as well. Everything you'll see in the piano and pad in a minute, that everything is side chained to the kick for a big pumping sound. These are shuffled as well and low passed. and the whole group as well is distorted loads. You can hear it. So it's got reverb on each channel, and then the reverb is distorted and low passed as well. So you get just a really crunchy sound. And yeah, last of all, yeah. So I've got a piano patch here. Just gonna change that. It's a bit crackly. Yeah. So I've got a piano patch here, which is just a simple chord, root note and +7. That's the piano patch. The key to this is I want it to sound as well as distorted like the other ones and shuffled and low passed, so you get that distortion but warmth. I want it to sound like it's recorded to tape, so I've got some pitch wobble in it, like, you know, if you had a little bit of a broken tape machine, I want it to sound like it's recorded to that. And the easiest way to do that, this is a real simple Ableton patch, it's just 2 oscillator FM, it's a simple piano sound and chord, but it's running through this vibrato, which if I switch it on and off you can hear it slightly. It's just slightly, if I turn it up actually, it's doing that, but really slightly, so like an old tape machine would do. Then then it's got some wobble as well in the echo, like a tape echo. You can see it here, which basically means it moves the pitch a tiny bit around, which also gives you that pitch wobble. And yeah, then it's got reverb, and it's side chained after the reverb to make it pump. And obviously the distortion and filter at the end. And then the main pad sound, which you can get, I'll put a link, you can get it for free in the description below. It'll be on there's a whole article on this with everything in detail. It'll be there, so I'll link to that in the description below. So yeah, go and get that. And please, while you're there, like and subscribe. It helps us out loads. So yeah, this is the main thing that I'm giving away. This rack, which is a chord. It's a massive chord. It's like you're holding down 5 fingers. Okay, so yeah, it's root note +3 and +7. That top row is like it's like a normal minor chord that you'd use in house and techno, or most music really, blues or anything. Then you've got this one, which is a whole octave up, just to add some high end. If I switch it off, it just adds a little bit high end. And then you've got this one, which adds a wrong note. It's a +2. It's just so it's a bit off and detuned and nasty. Then it's a real simple patch on here on wavetable. But what I have done, there's a few little bits of modulation. It's a fairly standard, slow, evolving pad patch with saw waves. Basic, really. You don't have to do anything complicated. For this, you get loads of unison. The unison on wavetable is really nice. But what I have done here is, where's pitch? Pitch is here. So there's pitch, which is wobbling about from LFO2. So LFO2 is making the pitch very slightly move, again as if it was recorded to tape, or there's something wrong with it. Another one of these vibrato units, which is adding another bit of tape flutter, pitch flutter. I don't think I added any on the echo this time because that was enough. And then added echo and reverb, and then it's compressed and side chained to the kick. So when you use this, you want to set up your kick here so that it makes a big nasty or big nice distorted pad sound, and then it side chains it to the kick, and then it's distorted more, drum bust, more distortion, then low passed, and the low and the top ends are cut out with EQ. And everything you need to tweak is up the front here. There's 10 macros. Time and global mod are really useful to tweak. You can hear that, it's making the pitch thing go crazy. That is basically the time of all the envelopes. It'll make them longer or shorter. Global mod is how much all the modulations in the modulation matrix will get more or less depending if you turn it up or down. So it'll make the pitch bend go more, or it'll be nothing. Then you've got filter frequency, and then filter drive, which is distortion at the filter. Unison amount, it's quite thick unison, it's shimmer, yeah. So yeah, you change it down, it sounds more like a piano patch than a pad. Vibrato amount, that's that pitch wobble. You can go too far with it if you want. And then early overdrive and late overdrive, that's before and after the effects. And then crunch in the drum bus. And then the final filter, so you can tame it right down. So yeah, that's the rack. Yeah, I'll give that away in the it'll be on the article, which is in the link below. So yeah, go and get that. And if you've got any questions or anything like that, let us know in the comments below. If you've got any requests for anything else, yeah, just let me know in the comments below. And it's going too loud, isn't it? Yeah, it's better mixed. So yeah, that's it. Let's take it back down. So yeah, that's it. That's roughly it. There's more details in the article below. So yeah, along with that free patch. So yeah, go and have a look at that, and please like and subscribe when you're there. And yeah, that's it from me. Good luck with your music making. Have a good day. Take care. Goodbye.